today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 69 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Cousins' throw taken in by Bourne. That one a first down pickup of 8. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he wisely will throw that one away. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 14-yard line. Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. All
the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here's Wilson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he will make the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Cook again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Third and short yardage. Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Nick Boyle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get point. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Ain't that wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Broncos hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution.
Edmonds has it knocked loose. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. From the 36, Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Throwing is Wilson. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cousins.
He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So that would...
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 26. Now Wilson.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now it's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Edmonds. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Cousins now. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On play action, Cousins on the move to his left.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Again, it's Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Come on now, let's do this.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They go play action with Wilson.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the counter, here's Williams.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there, sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Cousins to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. The drive will start with an option going left. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Again, Wilson will keep it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under 1 minute to go now. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Broncos,